Alright, so right about now we're about to check out some of the poetry contest submissions. You can vote at iamrootco.com/LUV Poetry.
The equation is added in such a manner: your date of birth, day plus month plus year, added together to form your life path number. Mine is 3, the creative child. So artistic, the number 3 speaks volumes, attracting others as they wonder how to trap this social butterfly who can be hurt. Because amidst all that light lies hidden self-doubt and even hate that traps the 3 in a life cycle filled with weight. Procrastination, which triggers depression, allowing escapism to come in any fashion. Drinking, my best pathetic passion, numbs the pain, even if it's for a short time. I actually own it as mine, because I forget the pain while I'm buzzing. I just want to stay on cloud 9. It's been a few months since my awareness of the breath has lightened my stress. I've been so searching, asking longing questions, and actually waiting on my symbols and answers. This is one. Went to the store to buy shower curtains and mats. Felt a light push to the counter instead, saying, "All right, don't spot. Here's your challenge. Buy a book, 2 pens, and go home. That's where you'll spend your time." You're here to write, not to be a sheep or a yes gal all your life.
Hey guys, this is Patricia Figueroa, and I want to recite a poem for you guys that I wrote called Teacher, Teach Miss. Those of you guys who don't know me, I am a writer, a teacher, a friend, a human. I love fitness and all that stuff, so follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Patricia Figx, same thing as my Instagram. And yeah, teacher, teach miss. I know it's not your job to repair, to teach the science of behind the scenes. But if you only knew behind the trees we blow, cause toxicity the only thing we know. Like that homework you assigned, forgot again like last time. I feel like this is messing with me. Like, how you expect me to care? I don't see people like me winning anywhere. I mean, I do, but you ain't trying to hear it. And mama ain't either. Told her I want to be a rapper. She said I want to be a woman beater like my pops. Like, damn, I don't even know this man. Like, what you mean? Why you gotta be a op to my dreams? Claiming our lives matter, but at home I wish it did too. Like, damn, my nigga, what I did to you, I just got home from school. I know it's not your job to teach the science of behind the scenes, and now I'm lying behind these screens. I feel like they watching me. Not my annoying ass family, but my anxieties. Like, damn, I thought I wrote it down. At least that's what I thought. Shorty hit me up, and I swear she not a thought. Remind me of them classy ladies like you, miss. You got a boo? Boy, don't make me report you. I just hope these you messing with ain't trying to control you, cause I be acting crazy. What do you mean? Like, you having my baby? What you gonna do that for? Cause if not now, then when?
Man, people play all day and then look at me like I'm crazy, wondering why my communication is lazy and I stop texting daily. Went MIA and now they think I'm acting shady, but maybe it ain't me. Maybe we need to stop taking stuff so personally, forgetting that we're all human beings going through things. Like, what makes you think that your expectations or relations is somehow my responsibility? That the stability of my life and the capability to be consistent to your needs is the only way to prove that I'm worthy. See, our mentality to assume the worst is our God-given curse, but sometimes y'all not even thinking. Wondering selfishly that I'm dissing you when in fact I'm missing. Got more shit on my plate than Thanksgiving and I've been trying to tell y'all, but y'all not even listening. Predicting false intentions that's got y'all tripping about to make you lose a real good friend. But I was raised as a given soul, so sometimes it takes a toll. Cause naturally I'm just an introvert, which means, yeah, I like to have my little spurt of fun and then stick my head back in the dirt. Needing to recharge my mind, body, and soul when it starts to hurt because you're not the only one who needs me, you know? Most times I don't even make time for my own. Make time for me to be alone, grow and focus on my own goals. It's like I can entertain everybody all days of the week but 3, and now I'm the enemy. And that shit get me weak when people will sit there on FaceTime to watch me eat and shit. People will text me, but I better reply quicker, that's it. Like only their life is important. Can't never build true shit because everyone got a checklist to what real is, making being a good and loyal person exhausting. It's like some days ain't hard as fuck to get up. Days where you just don't want to pick up because you just got done picking up another one. Am I the only one that feel like no one cares about my demons until they see them? Like, damn, son, what I got to do to get some damn sun? Enjoy and appreciate the light God gave me when the day is done because you know I'm always there when the day comes. So bottom line is stop taking it so personal because I'm going through shit too and you just don't know. And I still make an effort to lift you up and not let my shit show. And that's the real tough pill to swallow.
I'm from the hood where everyone's favorite color is either red or blue. I'm from the hood where that Paisley was worth more than you knew. I'm from the hood where youngers were down for the gang till their eyes bled. I'm from the hood where that SG beat a Jeep was behind why they said what they said. I'm from the hood where you widen your path when someone's creeping up behind. I'm from the hood where you might stop walking and fake checking the time. I'm from the hood where you're asking to get robbed, you get caught roaming with 2 headphones in. I'm from the hood where reaching back to the block was a humble, underrated win. I'm from the hood where your pockets are bound to get tapped down. I'm from the hood where cars pull up on curves, hop out and back out. I'm from the hood where they ain't no one-ons, word. I'm from the hood where your phone or TV was bound to get cut off, word. Yo, I'm from the hood where everybody assumes you got a mom's but not a dad. I'm from the hood where those assumptions turn true and only a few from the block turn grad. I'm from the hood where you had 3 professions to choose from. I'm from the hood where a prison cell was probably the workplace for one of them. I'm from the hood where these kids think anything over 13K a year makes you rich. I'm from the hood where DV cases really exist, but the hood ain't raised no snitch. I'm from the hood where kids play cops and robbers and really hide. Where we grow up but still get low when 12 drive by. I'm from the hood with them same kids that dropped out. Secure degrees and firecrackers are shots fired. So nah, we ain't never seen you around here. Where you from? Violence and aggression, that's the only thing we know. Kept calling my phone saying they just killed John Doe. Yo, Joff, I know. We're reaching back to the block was a humble, underrated win. Look at us, wishing it was manslaughter, but it's homicide in the nighttime beside someone's daughter. Nah, that don't even sound right. So let's call it what it is then. That's cold-blooded murder. We shooting off a bum stole in his back though. Now all my brothers uptown got long-lived John Doe in their bios. For real though? Yo, bro, I'm losing it. I got 22 years of schooling. I'm 2 degrees down, but was never taught how to properly grieve for my brother. In life, they just got us out here freestyling. I said, my people been living with this pain, dwelling in the unknown of verbal expression, driving us insane. I'm from the hood where mental health issues are taboo. Because asking for help was never really cool. Yo, and that's real. Long live John Doe.
Would you love to know what's on the inside? Are you interested about its nature of bread? The bread mixed with emotions applied with love. Oh no! My pride never allowed me to scream. Though I have an heartbeat, yet I had an heartbreak. But wait, my will is strong, so I breathe as a free man. The pressure sugared my anger, an heavy heart with an achievement. My tongue went sour, and my eyes came flowing rivers of tears down my cheeks. This love I found, may it never eat an iceberg. I forbid it torn into halves just as the Titanic. The pleasure of me loving you is hotter than brimstone. When I get to make love to you, may we last for eternity. For with you, peace reigns in my life.
Real love. If they tell you you catch butterflies when you fall in love, ignore them. I've grown into a hopeless romantic, believing love's supposed to make you frantic with its little antics. It's risky, gambling. Placing a bet on my heart that I wasn't even planning, she saw right through me. Picking away my flesh, unveiling the unravels of my soul, detangling the ropes of my lost hopes. I wasn't ready to give myself wholeheartedly. Because bare minimum was always acceptable. Prohibited to show what was not allowed, she stretched deep into the grounds of my misleadings, wanting to understand my deeper meaning. How could love do this to me? Weak in the knees has a much stronger meaning. Bending me and twisting me, wringing out all of my regrets and doubts, leaving me to dry in the warm, grass-scented sun, folding me into shape and back open again. I was sprung. Love isn't soft. Even its caress will leave you scarred with memories bleeding from your damaged heart, aching to compare what I know to what I'm experiencing. Deja vu would have been helpful. Prepare myself for a true awakening. Facing each obstacle just to love someone I didn't search for. I thought I needed to hurt more. She poured herself into my hot grease of revenge, only causing herself to be scorched by my fire. Continuously adding aid or reassurance, she was healing us both. Appalled by her love language, we made our own language and created a world within this world that left us sheltered. I fell in love with every letter that spelled out her name, every shape that creased her frame. She was divine. Expected not to meet, she became my lifeline, traced upon my palm, and I hold tight. Translation: without her, I die. And for eternity, I wandered this world, seeking for her love, having faith that I'll one day have that love again, only creating another hopeless romantic.
The only empire to not crumble to its knees. The most valuable will that we will leave behind for everybody to inherit. This gift is best expressed when you share it. The most credible merit. This gift is more ancient than the Egyptian hieroglyphics of time. This gift empowers us all to be held accountable to the highest degree. The wedding feast of simplicity and complexity. This gift cannot be negated. This gift is celebrated emotionally, socially, spiritually, and mentally. The waterproof electricity flowing within your bones. Like the law of vibrations, this gift cannot be created nor destroyed. The foundation for all generations. This gift fulfills the deepest of relational voids. A priceless, portable home. This gift makes families out of strangers. This gift protects us from the danger of being in prison in the lonely prison of indifference. Like the freedom fighters of old, this gift is persistent with making a difference. This gift will always be box office. This gift cannot be topped. This gift is everybody's favorite topic. This gift can withstand any natural disaster or unnatural epidemic. This gift can make believers out of cynics. This gift is our greatest enigma. Like our first trip to the cinema, this gift keeps us in a holy state of awe and wonder. The presence of this gift never fails to make our heart grow fonder. Peace.
I was dipped into the fountain of beauty. I rose, dripping jewels of brown. My sweat contrasts nicely against my skin, glowing and radiating a rareness that can be experienced from eyes around. I am a shape shifter, presenting you with shades that the sun cannot create. Infinitely wrapped in a coat of endless silk, bodies love to imitate my melanin, yet hearts still choose to hate. Allow your tongue to salivate while looking upon a temple you cannot taste. My skin is engraved with narratives from the beginning of time. It tells stories of survival, freedom, power, purpose, and pride. It does not require false tongues to appreciate, for I love enough the skin of mine.
I am what you made me. Birthed like a baby, out of a delirious womb I exited the innocence of love into the reality of you. I was born, choking on our connection that once gave me life, that resilient connection where genuine innocence took flight amongst the stars, out where purpose danced in the hem and haw of nothingness, out where instant redemption
feel like you're being
bright broken
watched?
spirits on dimly cracked inlets somewhere in Brooklyn. Way before our detrimental destiny, you poisoned that exquisite connection to me until it coiled. Thick like death, yet flexing lively against my neck, I still fought to love you faultlessly. Even when your betrayal stole that untainted vision of us from me and brutally thrusted it out onto the concrete of your actuality, I still fought to love you faultlessly. It took some time for me to see that you led me from the start, taking my heart like a sacrificial lamb for slaughter, hoping it would bleed out onto your altar of self-gratification. And in preparation, you psychosomatically raped me into emotional castration as your sinful penetrations forced my thoughts to swallow the venomous cum excreted out by your assortment of reckless indiscretions. With every inch of your illegitimate injections, you rejected my soul. As my consciousness began to grow, the walls around me began to close, and I had to claw at your pretenses in order to reveal what lies below beneath what I thought I knew until the truth, it finally set me free. With your imprint seared onto my throat, you violently gave birth to me, this woman, this precarious woman, this strong woman that you were too weak to see, whose birth left you unearthed, broken, bleeding internally. I am the mosaic piece left out of your chaotic debris that was left behind in the storms of your infidelity. Yes, you gave birth to me. This woman, this beautiful woman, this beautiful casing, once filled with the basic notions of love based on the dysfunctional notions of us. And now that trust lays on love's grave like dust, I am the phoenix rising out of the fiery rut of pain, heartbreak, and negative self-view. Who I am now is no longer who you knew. I'm so much better now that I'm independent from you and our connection has been severed through. I don't need you to feed me lies. I no longer need to swim in your sack of alibis and can take joy in knowing that you now realize that I was never supposed to be the sacrifice. It was always you.
The Magic City by Spirit Zariel. Plastic bags blowing in the wind, pigeons squawking about, couples arguing about kids, about rent, everything makes a sound. I just watched someone piss in the street while yelling loudly at me. Yet fear was the furthest thing from my mind. I've already been warned about staring. Beggars wake up and beg on time, while I'm late heading to the train. I pray today's weather is on my side. The streets smell funny in the rain. One guy said he's just trying to come up. I looked at him like, me too. Everyone in New York has a hustle. Waiting around just won't do. Living here, I question existence. Like, doesn't even matter? I watch people shoot up dope. I watch them explode with laughter. I witness the wealthy spend like it's nothing, while others can't pay their bills. Street vendors will sell you socks, pills, and incense. Is this place even real? There's something so beautiful about a place so ugly. I guess 'cause no one's faking it. So if New York won't give herself to me, I suppose I'll be taking it. It's made me tough. It's made me bite. It fills me up with joy and life. The kids are old, the old are young, yet New Yorkers' hearts beat as one. Don't move too fast, don't get caught up, and please don't take it personal. I can't name a place that will batter you up, then show you others worse than you. So if you're gonna make it, I suggest you start thickening your skin today. The city packs a mean punch, but it's where the best players play. New York, all over the world, famous for its vibe. New York, all over the globe, famous for its tribe. There's magic here. It floats about, disguised as trash and leaves. But if you've got a hustler spirit, you'll never truly leave. Thank you.
I don't want to be your fetish. Not before, not now, not ever. I am not the girl of your dreams. You have a misplaced idea of who I am and who I am becoming. I am not the standard to which you compare yourself to. Honey, you're following the wrong people if you do. My black girl magic and Latin spice is not for you to play with, fantasize over, or try to duplicate. Baby, maybe I'm too hot for you. Reimagine the world that you're living in. I am not to be replicated. There was once a young Latina woman who asked me, "What are you?" I winced as I corrected her. My ethnicity is Black and Mexican. She looked me dead in my eyes with a smile on her face and said that she hopes to have children who look like me. She knew no better, so I set her straight. I asked her, what if she doesn't look like me? Was she ready to take on all that will bring? The cries when kids make fun of her hair, the identity issues because she's not enough, because she's become a commodity and idol. Are you willing to rally with her when her Black life is at risk? Or will you crumble and tell her she's not Black? No, you cannot tell me you want to have babies that look like me. Yo, that's weird. No, you cannot fantasize what it's like to have babies with me. Yo, that's weird. I'm not here to fit into your idea of me, the box you've placed me in. No, you cannot touch my hair. No, you cannot ask me what I am. No, you cannot tell me what my ethnicities are because of what I may look like to you. No, you cannot hit on me because you say I'm mixed, light skin, yellow, or red bone. No, you cannot call me your one Black friend. No, you cannot keep questioning my being. I don't want to be your fetish. I will never be your fetish. I am not your fetish. Not before, not now, not ever.
It was the morning after. Right now, my body aches relief. From obscurities, we soothe with green tea, warm baths, and a quote to carry us through the day. Comforting to know how time has lapsed and you're not here. But I'm still by your side, sending you positive vibes. Reminiscent on the flow of our course together, February 19th. I remember the exact day like it was yesterday. Chuckling out waiting forever. Stomachs twisted in knots until we couldn't breathe. The growing pains is what I like to call them. Adore the process of every second in which we gave to one another, but flabbergasted by the disheartening feel of you being gone. Love sucks. Oftentimes, I find myself dialing your number, waiting for you to pick up my call, screaming at my broken telephone. Now it's dawning on me that you have passed on. Now I'm crying in the middle of the kitchen floor because that's the closest I can get to where my heart resides. Body 6 deep, but your soul rests in the center of our favorite place. I pray you can still get to know me better during this phase of life without you. Releasing you, but never the memory spent. And as I occupy the space we once shared, I remember the love in the air, touching the heavens above, desiring the angels to tell me it will be all right, confirming that the morning after is complete and the acceptance of change can transcend beyond the circumstances before me.
This tool does not belittle. This tool just lets you be free to express what you have suppressed throughout the years. This tool is there for you, even when you need to shed a tear. This tool lifts the greatest weight off your chest. This tool stays up for any topic that you suggest. This tool has prevented many fools from diving off the deep end. This tool grants you a lifetime of independence. This tool is forever present, no matter if you lose or win. underneath the sun of being great. This tool does not hate. This tool does not discriminate. This tool has transformed former underdogs into present top dogs. This tool brings you and me a river of peace. Like a man and a woman in the desert longing for a drop of rain in the sky, this tool doesn't die. This tool multiplies blessings in disguise. This tool stands the test of time. This tool frees your mind. This tool liberates you from any toxic environment that you're in. This tool is mightier than the sword. Behold, this tool is the pen.
This poem is called Gathering and Letting Go, and it's from my mother. Your stepdad used to wrap his fingers in your ponytail and smash your face into the wall. You watched your mother love every man in New Kensington, but she had so much trouble loving you. You beat up boys in parking lots, bobbed your head to RESPECT, made blood promises with your sisters to never fall in love. You strolled through Braeburn Heights in your bathing suit to sunbathe on the muddy banks of the Allegheny. You married the class clown the day your daddy gave you your last bloody lip. Your husband joined the army, and you've been laughing ever since. You moved to Greece, strutted through the Parthenon in flip-flops, washed your hands in the Jordan, rode camels in Israel. You moved to Virginia, enrolled in Hampton University, became the first in your family to earn a degree. You moved to Germany, broke holes in the Berlin Wall with a sledgehammer, and you waltzed through Neuschwanstein Castle like you were the queen. And when you moved back to Braeburn, you gave your mama a hug. It was you who taught her how to love. The perfume you wore this morning still lingers in the hallway, although you were gone. You never read me bedtime stories. You read me breakfast stories, lunch stories, midnight snack stories. And when I hit that home run in T-ball and ran the bases backwards, you were the only one who didn't make fun of me. You yelled to me in Greek every night at dinner time, "Brendan, elado to pedimu." And my friends always laughed at me. My first day of kindergarten, when I thought my pencil was broken because it wrote backwards, you dedicated more time to help with my homework. You went to piano recitals and watched me break arpeggios more than they were ever meant to be broken. And when I wanted to smash my trumpet because it never played the right notes, you taught me that music takes time and patience. Mother, my tongue still tastes like ivory soap. My nose is covered in paint chips from pressing it in corners. And I still have every essay you made me write when I did wrong that all began with, "I have the worst parents in the world." Scratch that. Universe. The jacket that you wore this morning is still dotted with rain, although you are gone. When I was 5, you tucked me in, kissed my cheek. You clicked off the light as you whispered goodnight. In a nightmare, I saw your blue Ford station wagon smash into a tree, your windshield broken, star shapes. The car cut open, men shouted over screaming sirens. They wrestled with your dying heart, but it collapsed. I clutched sides of your coffin, rubbed my finger over your cold cheek, and I yearned for just one last story, one last fairy tale. I woke to the patter of your feet racing to my bedroom, and as you sat on my bed, I noticed wrinkles on your face for the first time. Now ephemeral, my dream had stolen 10% of you. And every day, I lose another percentage. The gray strands in your hair, the slow haze in your blue eyes, and your thoughts drifting further. You gave me everything, and your life now peels away with each and every petal falling into your children's fingers. The coffee that you made this morning is still warm, although you are gone.
Missing You, I Wonder by Tina Williams. Damn, is it the chill in the air, the massive amount of snow falling ever so gently, or the fact that I'm going home to an empty house with no one to greet me, with a slow kiss and slap on my ass asking about my workday? I thought that I had gotten through missing you to the point of sadness, yet here I am sitting alone as tears dampen my face. You, finally took the initiative and cut our social media ties. And while it caught me off guard, I was happy to not be the one to turn our promise into a lie. I've even gone on a date or two, praying so diligently that I can focus on him without looking for you. My days are far better, and I truly feel and see my progress in healing. But today feels like we've just made our decision to part, which in the heat of frustration seemed the most appealing. Do I ride this emotional wave while trying not to curse myself out? Or do I reach out to a distraction just to have visions of us playing in the background? I keep telling myself that I'm not going to be closed off to love if it presents itself again. I mean, how could I? I'm the woman who loves love, right? The woman who fell in love with her best friend. No more morning sex. No more quickies in the middle of the night. No more warm embraces or reassuring talks that all will turn out right. Tonight I'm wondering if we made a mistake. Damn, should we reconcile? Or are these tears flowing simply because I haven't come in a while?
My father is a really funny guy. I mean, a really funny guy. Like when I was younger, he'd play games with me and make me laugh. Every kid's father does that quarter behind the ear trick. Such rusty magicians. Mine could disappear and make it pretty believable too, because I could have sworn I protected myself the past couple of years from those guys with sticky fingers, but he's just really good at playing, I guess. And I became such a clumsy individual, focusing on making good grades while accidentally leaving my heart unattended. I really should have known better, because my mother reminds me every day that she is from New York. And people will steal, that's why we lock our doors and watch our purses when we have company over. She says, you always have to watch your back. But I was too busy watching the clouds lying on my back in the middle of every summer, thinking about the world outside like only an inexperienced girl would. Because now I know there is nothing as good as free food and free advice on the inside of the fence. But adventure would sneak into my dreams, and I would think about flying away one day like the kids on TV. Someone really should have told me that life is nothing like that on television, but I'm sure they did, and I sure didn't listen. Especially when my mother told me stories of pirates and thieves dressed as boys my age, looking for hearts to take and hearts to break. A part of me believed her. But the part of me that believed my dad was still playing hide and seek really didn't. And so another sad Black American girl story, there comes a point in everyone's life where things don't seem too bad. And there's a point when good things are up for suspicion because you seemed a little too perfect for a girl who used a fairy tale story as her guide to life. After ripping out pages and using the hems of my dresses as tissues for runny mascara, I couldn't help but turn away from something, making me so uncomfortably happy. You dared to make me smile. As I protected the shattered pile in my chest, I mistook the pain for healing. You dared to make me feel things I haven't in so long. And the part of me that believes my dad is still playing magician is disappearing, along with the part of me that wants to push you away in fear that you'll hurt me like the others.
That's loud. That's loud. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? Oh, nah, this is B more. I know how y'all like. How y'all feeling? I'm from New York, so I need more energy. How y'all feeling? Oh, yeah, yeah! Yo, I love that. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. My name is Will Allen. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. I do poems and shit. I'm going to do a poem. It's called Congratulations, and let's do it. Four years, 120 credits later, students graduate with a bachelor's in science and a minor in suppressing trauma. Ink from my pen is used to write papers wrote in red with blood leaked from veins severed by coils of a notebook that has my eulogy written within it was the best piece of work I wrote I never got a grade for. Something about 12 a.m. deadline, snatching your nights away just to have humanity be based off a number doesn't sit well with me. Professors knew my grades before they ever knew my name, learned statistics before I understood that I was one. History didn't teach me anything that oppression did not already ingrain in my DNA. Now I worried about my lab class before my mental health, all for a degree I can't utilize because I lack experience. But tell me, how the fuck am I supposed to get experience? They won't let me get a job in the field to get experience with. But you know what, y'all? College is bullshit. College is a business with students as the product that develop anxiety and low self-worth as a byproduct. They don't teach you real estate, but your body learns to make home of depression. Now my first semester, it disguised as happiness, hid under my smile while slowly eating away my sense of self. There was no one to turn to because as a black boy, there's not often those who teach who represent you. By my fourth semester, I graduated from students to survivor. Mind feels a judgment, afraid if I step the wrong way, I'll be caught in an explosion of unwanted opinions. They don't tell you the second leading cause of death for college students is suicide. The third, it's cancer. The first, it was students overseen to see as the answer, alcohol. As if shots ever saved anybody in class, I was dodging bullet point presentations in the hood. I was dodging bullets penetrating, so I thought I was prepared for university. So imagine my surprise when I found out college had more drugs in the street. Even worse when I find that college has more caskets than these streets. My last semester, I walked across stage at graduation in a vessel recognizable to everyone but myself, a soul forever changed, because they don't tell y'all when you get your master's that you still have a master, whether it be to your mind or the title that precedes your name. They'll call you doctor or professor, and that will all you will be long as you live. I continue across stage. I shook hands with the president of the school. As he handed me my diploma, you would think this piece of paper would help you find yourself. You would think it would erase the years of trauma. You would think it unlocked doors of healing that only was unlocked by education. But y'all, all I got was a congratulations.
Hello, hello. This is your girl, Chris. I have a poem to share with you all, and it's called Forgotten. Take a listen. When black men date the same, I feel uneasy. Like, why not me? Feeling like there's a store they all shop in. Buy one, get one free. I'm confused. You see, I remember my dad telling me that looks are only skin deep. What's really underneath is the soul you keep. Keep dividing us by hair weaves and plastic teeth. No crooked smiles, just all discreet. Secrets of the black man are becoming exposed. They forgot to love our natural curves and our widened nose. They distance themselves into unborn wombs, waiting to be birthed and see what's real and true. You see, I have to convince myself of my beauty every day, while the black man reminds me that it's fading away. Why even bother to see myself as free when I'm tainted by immature thoughts of who I could be? Oh, black man, I miss you, and I sing your song, but it's being rewritten into a melodic tone, one that can't be recognized anymore. Could we make music together again? I miss your lyrics, the ones that said, brown-skinned girl, my skin's just like pearls. Am I still the best thing in the world? Because you trade me in for everybody else. Anybody you see, that image was never me. I missed your eyes when they would look at me. Your eyes when you looked at your mother and see my reflection. Now your obstruct vision is beneath you. I just want to free you. Love me again, Black man. Shout out all to Black men and Black women around the world. We need love. Peace.
Before I die, I pray to God that my soul he'll take. And if I feel that heat, I'm knocking on heaven's gate. My heart heavy, blowing tree to lift a little weight. Ain't never been a saint, but I got some good pussy, make a nigga faint. Like he been sniffing paint, but fuck your punk fake. And all these constraints on all my fucking life. I need some fucking light, that's why I fucking write. And I'm gonna override all of these lonely nights. My mind exhausted, my heart feel everything. It ain't enough pills, drug, drink to Novocaine. Trying to fill the voids that be incomplete on the road to obsolete. So pretty, please don't talk to me. I'm under the influence and it's hard to see who I'm trying to be. Trying to dodge defeat, trying to feel anything but anything. But everything is everything. I got these niggas wrapped around my finger like a wedding ring. Battle in my mind like a Gemini. Awake through the night till the morning like a red eye. Living in a world I don't stand by. Where if it got color, then you know that Glock gon' stand by. A lot of boys in blue is unqualified, and it just intensifies the chances of another casket occupied. It's all on tape, and his life still ain't justified. When that ruling came out, I felt that family when they cried. Trying to imply he was a bad guy, like he didn't comply when truth is all he stood by. Trying to justify, but ain't no justifying. A little boy just died, all because his phone was misidentified. But really they just terrified of all the riches and gold they see in our eyes. System needs to be purified, cause even the black ones switch quick like a Gemini. As black people, it's time to stand and unify, cause I ain't got no more tears for another goodbye. So this my last goodbye.
You can have Jesus. Give me the world. Church sanctifies American standards based on pyramids of power. God for white people is a metaphor for safety. All safety is an illusion. The game is running. Are you still watching? The man thinks he knows who you are because you are cultivated from his hands. The danger approaching, but I can't tell you how to run. Black woman, a force I never asked to be, a destiny granted to the chosen, a golden opportunity to change the world. Survival yields a lifetime of glory when death is a rite of passage, my only living liberty. Freedom grants more trauma. Peace is a figment of my culture's imagination. My dreams transcend 12 lifetimes. We have done too much for America for you to fathom it. Forget the image and see I did cast you from my rib at the altar as tribute to my existence. Lackluster protection offered as a consolation prize to blatant disrespect while God as your savior pushes the black man as the idol to slide away from. Blasphemy be the highest form of ignorance. Coming from within to defile man. Prove you are more than flesh, more than blood that bleeds. Struggle as you drip me red in anger and rage. Slavery did a number on us, didn't it? Oppression breeds syndromes that repeat themselves. Cycles my ancestors built homes in. They say when you know better, you do better. I guess we all have visions of grandeur.
Well, baby, everything's an illusion of grandeur.
This poem is called A Thank You Letter to My Ex. One of the greatest gifts my ex ever gave me was not letting me go, was holding on to me tight when all I wanted was freedom, by telling me no, this union had no end in sight. When he told me I was his alone, even when he had a new girlfriend, that I could receive no love or happiness from others, and also none from him, that I owed him my entire being, the glow of my soul. Although at the time it was just barely a flicker, like a light bulb in a darkened alleyway that feels so uncertain. There were no more red flags. My life was drowning in crimson, drenched in the blood on his hands, but mine as well. I could look nowhere and find solace when finally the last place was inside of myself, the only safe place in my mind when I shut him out, that one little corner that I'd never let him touch. The best gift my ex ever gave me was not letting me go, so I could make the decision to leave, and I thought it was appalling. He wanted me to be his slave, but by letting me break my own chains, he made me stronger than I ever was. In a decade, this was the greatest gift I ever got. Because if you had left me in the height of my delusion that you were the smartest man on earth, I might have been a broken woman. I might have felt a loss and pain that I had failed you. I might have heard a hurt that was colder than any winter I had ever known and never found the way back to the me that is my home. But you told me no. I wasn't allowed to go. So thank you. Thank you for telling me no, telling me all I had was you and that was the loneliest fact in the world. Thank you for letting me wake up on my own and see you for who you truly are. Thank you for telling me I would be nothing. Thank you because it only made my confidence grow. Of all the things you ever did, thank you for not letting me go.
Hello, my name is Aiyan Shaaniel, and this is my poem titled Drop Dead Gorgeous. I wish my looks could kill. Imagine me, head to toe in the finest of clothes, walking down the street just minding my own when out of nowhere a nigga ups and grabs my ass, and as I turn to cut my eyes at him, his spine shatters like glass. Yeah, I wish my looks could kill. Sharper than any pocket knife or taser that I would keep on the side, faster than a bullet and no trigger for me to pull it, because I'm so tired of having to put up defenses for these fools with no senses. I would rather just be relentless, take them down and put them out, body after body, adding to my count without me having to raise a single finger. See, if I'm the bee, then now my eyes are the singer, so step away, honey, because you will not walk off from this hive alive. I wish my looks could kill, so that I wouldn't have to deal with telling someone off or shooing them away. Sometimes when I've had a bad day, all I want is a glare so scary it will make you flatline. Might cause controversy or make me a threat, but hey, I would have no regrets, because it only takes a few seconds to recognize the disrespect of someone approaching you wrong. And I don't need something that would take too long, see, because I don't have time to cuss every single person out. It's exhausting. So instead of talking, I will deliver an instant eye locking, and that will get your breath stopping, see, because you wouldn't listen when I said get lost. So please, I don't want to have to take your life, but you need to learn to start acting right. I wish my looks could kill so that I wouldn't have to keep preparing for this fight, trying to get where I'm going, and you're slowing me down, talking about I should take a second to get to know you. I'm beyond through with saying no politely 5 times, and you're still going because I'm supposedly just playing hard to get, or I haven't met the real you yet, but baby, I don't want to. So, but that's not an answer that you would accept. I guess I'll give you one that you won't forget. So stop trying to approach me, because I will not play nice anymore. I'll show you all drop dead gorgeous like you've never seen before.
Babe, you know I love you. I've been waiting oh so long. All those many moons ago, I knew you were the one.
I think I recognize you from a lifetime or two. See, I had to look and think twice, but I swear that it's you. I could see your recognition of my soul through your eyes. And I can see the attraction as they wandered up my thighs. Is it just me? Or is the familiarity uncanny? Got me wondering if our past lives, we fell in love over the tunes of Ella or Sammy, because there's just something about the way that this love language is set up. Got us both fucked up, listening to all the R&B cuts, something about the us of it all that has us stuck. Baby, you make me better. Like, I was whole before I met you, but somehow you're this missing key. And now I'm realizing there's just this missing part of me. And this wholeness that we have is now a representation that there is a God. Because how did I go through life all along, not singing our song, or marching to the beat of our drum, or looking at you wanting to have your son, knowing that you're the one? You know, I think about our life all those many moons ago. How did we love? How did we grow? Was it as easy to love you then as it is now? Never having to question your intentions, no whys or hows, just this instinctual knowing, this organic healing, this bonding of it all, the growing. You're the soil to my foundation. My heart's adoration. Your love makes me better. The calm before the storm. My heart's home. My shelter.
The number 4, or 4, is considered. The number 4, or 4, is. The number 4, or 4, is considered the unluckiest number in Chinese because it sounds so similar to the way we say death. But when you first said, "I love you," even death became a concept I no longer believed in. And love is a concept my mother does not believe in unless money is involved, but we never search each other's pockets for safety. And yet, I swear, I could feel the future when I first held your hands, walking down Main Street. 4 of your fingers wrapped with 4 of mine, our palms sealed in prayer, locked in 8 places. The number 8 in Chinese is pronounced ba. It's considered the luckiest number because it sounds similar to the way we say good fortune. So, in a way, adding 2 negatives do create prosperity. And I am sorry. I'm sorry for the times I might have gripped too hard. Fear of the good luck we might spill if we ever let go. And truth be told, I was never this superstitious until I discovered the map to finding myself was really a circle. And doesn't the symbol for infinity look like wedding rings, holding hands, walking down Main Street, or the number 8, laying down, tired of being defined by value? And baby, aren't we tired of being defined by value? Perhaps infinity is just good fortune that became something that lasts forever, and being with you is timeless. Maybe God created love as a first metaphor for eternity, our bodies, double entendre for the everlasting. See, as a kid, I used to imagine that the heartbeat was caused by an angel trying to pound its way out the organ, and our dying breath would unlock the cage for it to reach heaven. Maybe that's why our first kiss, or crap like exercise, was the closest the angels and me could taste freedom. Maybe that's why our first argument, or the darkest moments of my depression, were the closest the demons in me could taste freedom. I'm wondering whose heart you broke out of to find me, and some nights I question if I was worth the escape. Do you remember the first night we raised our voices like alarm clocks? Oh, we screamed so loud, I could have sworn I heard the hourglass break. I watched the expiration date fall from your eyes, and I promised that would be the last time I ever let my ego trip us out of love. So I wrote my apology in a thank you note and called that my first love poem. You would smile like a second chance, like a reminder of how good fortune must be earned, baby. Do you remember the night we both fell asleep on the video call? I left the computer screen on so bright, it felt like heaven. Your breath sounded like the ambiance of angels humming my welcome home. I thought I died in my slumber. When I woke, to find you, still sleeping, with a smile on your face. Oh, I swear to God, you are as beautiful as the last thing I will ever see.
At you. You just may read me. Read me like the broken down, worn out, spine literally cracked, dirty and ripped and torn on the inside, roughly patched and taped back together jaggedly with some tape in the back. Hopefully, you will see my truth. And in the knowledge of that, you will not just put me back on the shelf like a dirty old paper bag, sitting here collecting time and wasting dust, way, way in the back, right there where I was before I even met you. 'Cause heartbreak is the prettiest poison.
I'm from a place. I'm from a place where most dreams are made, but 1 out of a million are fulfilled. Where nightmares turns to real life, so you know they kill like guns with ammunition. Where you see kids starve because getting food every day it is just another mission, and you see people judge male and females as they go into transitions. I've been traveling so much, it's like my whole life is on a war tour. Like Tupac said, we got money for war but can't feed the poor. So need I say more? Because I have the right to remain, but being silent is not right, I must be heard. So may I please stick at them headphones and earphones so y'all can hear me out. I remember waking up every Saturday mornings just so I can watch PBS Kids sprout. That's where most of my imaginations are from. But as my height continued to grow, my age continued to increase. My eyes continued to observe. That's when my imaginations, they started to decrease. Because I wasn't mommy's innocent little boy anymore. Mine was being attacked with things that could create sores, you know. Sores that are open at the bone, making it hard to heal. That's how stubborn we are. And one day I heard a voice. It told me, speak for yourself. But that's how ignorant they are. for not accepting the truth. They prefer to the lies in a soundproof booth. But you can't be mad. At least they accomplished the goal of being rappers. I'm from a place most fathers never a factor. Brothers who don't even know their own brothers. And on every application under who's in your household, this is written. Me, myself, and my mother. That's why I thank God. I thank God for my family, even though they're not together. And I once thought everything would have been okay if we lived in the suburbs. But you see, there's always pros and cons and wishes that we have. Because I wouldn't be a writer, and I sure wouldn't be a poet. But in gang signs and slangs, I wouldn't even know it. I wouldn't even know them. Sorry, it's how I speak. Look at me funny, but you see, all the correctors come easily to me. I was born in a place where Lion King relates to, and it's hot throughout the year, but I'm from a place where Wu-Tang came out of, and it's cold throughout the winter. I wasn't used to the weather until it started to give me splinters. I was being judged because what I ate was never, ever, ever their dinner. They labeled me as an L, but what they never knew is that my name, it starts with a W and it stands for winner. I'm from a place where it's called hood, because nobody ever acts neighborly. When new aunts, uncles, and cousins are coming to exist, but you never knew they were your family. New jails needs to be built. That's why the government cuts down our family trees. Does anyone ever feel sorry for us youngins as witnessing this catastrophe? I'm just trying to grow up to be a legend. Johnny Appleseed. But where I'm from, if your skills aren't qualified, you're just another slice of cheese. Your environment is how you make it. Negativity is how you take it. So may I ask, where are you from?
I wanted to write a poem to let you know how I've been feeling. I wanted to write a poem to tell you all of the things I'm too afraid to say out of my mouth, too afraid to scatter my thoughts all over the table, to throw them up on the screen, to say what the fuck I want to say. I wanted to write a poem to let you know that I miss when I was able to write you a poem. When I could grab you by the hand with my verses, tour you around this space I call me, let you brush up against my bruises, tame my insecurities, leave your scent in my bones. I wanted you to get cozy there. Snug up against my rib, cuddle up against my collar, rest up on my tongue. I wanted to write a poem to tell you my words do not feel safe. They have begun to peek between my teeth, scanning the room for the closest evacuation route, and they run back into my belly, burning its way there. Years of do-re-mi, years of watching someone with my face repeat mantras and affirmations, years of perfecting my pitch, the melodies of my nose, years of digging under dirty fingers, tearing through the silence for you to clip my tongue when I tell you how I should be loved. Your mumbles push my voice down further, your teeth sucking my courage, your words stomp on my vows, your words swallow mine whole. I wanted to write a poem to tell you that I didn't mean to unravel in front of you. These pieces usually only scatter when I'm alone, but lately they can't tell the difference.
Growing up, it was gifted to me the mandate to choose my words wisely as it aided me from lashings and embarrassment sometimes. So as I held tight my acquired comfort with choice, I understood how carefully selecting which words to share protected the space around me. You see, it was more of a power thing, so with my gift of words, I vowed to speak dreams into reality, and I'm just getting started. I said I'm not done yet. It's been a long journey aligning with who I am becoming and comparing that to the Lord's purpose for me and where I thought I wanted to be. See, I've been at a loss for words for some time now, and we've been lost in memories for centuries, wanting an American dream just caught in the life. And it sort of just sneaks up on you when the date of change goes from Monday to someday, and we place our morals on metaphorical nightstands as we go out into the world. But I learned a lot. Like how not to throw stones in a glass house or to clean my mirrors with the dirty rags, or if history is set to repeat, may it do that, but also carry over deep the sacrifices made by my ancestors, because I don't want to be a target and I don't want to be a criminal. So I'm hoping that these wise words never fail me. See, somewhere in Ecclesiastes, it says to plant the seed, saturate the land, and the roots will sprout. So I'm casting bread into the waters and hoping by the graces that I'm up next, because I'm proverbs the way my body dejects complacency. I'm about that action. And in times when my words serve best, may they pierce through premature ignorances like a tiger's tooth and feast. And as I rest on my beliefs, I hope that the world follows suit, because the difference between how it is and how it's supposed to be is one thing, and that's the truth. Let you tell it. Truth is gravity. And I've been overlooking divine dreams, wallowing in common thoughts about chasing a dollar. So when lips seal, only pens leak. And when hearts hurt, then the tears speak. So quiet is kept, I like to keep the content of my character between the confines of my intentions per interaction. So that just means that he can't tell her to tell what's his name a damn thing about me unless I confirm it first. See, dialogue can turn into the exchange of imperfections, and those imperfections can turn into ammunition for a fake friend to use, and shit can go from 0 to 100 real quick, like real fucking quick, and then we back to square one, because the truth is gravity. Follow me. You don't gotta be Kanye to know that it all falls down. Look around. Our circle's so tight it's suffocating our lives, but there's value in a good friend. One that's loyal, inspiring, and vaults all your secrets and never takes advantage of your weaknesses. And I'm talking about movies like The Wood, Brown Sugar, Menace to Society, and if you ain't got the juice, don't give too much into something of no return, or you'll be permanently scarred over some temporary burns like Q. They say it's the worst when they don't see a vision. You're living for the world, forget the people in it. They may not want you, but I need you to understand some things and listen. Be happy with who you are and where you're destined to be, because there's people out here fighting to be half of those things, and the little kids looking up to you. So remember that when you say you have no fucks to give, but you and the parties turning up and then the prayers going up like, Lord, forgive me for my sins. I think I just messed up. Fuck. Truth is gravity.
Y'all, so if y'all want to vote for the poetry contest, just go to ironrootcode.com/LUV Poetry. That's LUV Poetry. I believe everything's going to be open for another 6 days, so you have until February 21st or 22nd. I'll double check that and make sure we post about it, but you have until then to vote, so just go there, let us know who you think should win. Y'all have a good night, and thanks for tuning in.